Hello, everybody. This is Adam from SpiderOak's customer success team. Today, I'm excited to be joined by Matt for another Firewall Chat. How are you doing, Matt?
All right. A little chilly in Chicago today, but otherwise doing great.
Pretty chilly here in Kansas City also, but I guess that's why they call it winter, right?
Yeah, definitely. Winter has come.
So, Matt, first, one of the things that we love hearing about is your work with the Digital Privacy Alliance, the DPA. Could you give us a quick reminder of who the DPA is and the work you do there?
So the Digital Privacy Alliance is a not-for-profit set up to helping advance consumer privacy rights online. Everything from geolocation tracking to simply knowing where your data is going, and also to help industry do better by their customers. You can visit us at digitalprivacyalliance.org or follow us on Facebook at the Digital Privacy Alliance or Twitter USA DPA.
Great, thanks. And thanks for the work you do there. So today we've got a really important topic that's just come out in the news in the last 24 hours. Vulnerabilities having to do with processors in computers and other devices. Can you give us a quick summary of what the issue is?
Yeah. So at the space level, I guess, this is probably one of the biggest security issues we're going to witness in our lifetimes. This is a major issue impacting the CPUs of basically all consumer computers. That's PCs, Macs, smartphones. That enables cleverly written programs to bypass security measures implemented in the hardware of the CPU.
So for those of us that don't do CPU programming, what's the difference between the hardware of the computer and the hardware of the CPU, or the difference of the software of the two?
Well, so the CPU is the actual chip that is running nearly everything on the computer. Those of you of a certain age might remember the Intel Inside ads. Intel CPUs, Pentiums, AMD. If you're into smartphones, Qualcomm Snapdragon, for example, is an example. This is the brain of the computer, and so any issues with the brain of the computer are going to be just an issue in the entire system, regardless of anything else going on.
Now, you mentioned that the scope of this is pretty wide. Exactly how wide is it? Is it really every computer in the world?
Almost enough. So the issue is that modern computers these days, in order to speed things up, will actually try to run a program beyond where it's currently running. This is called speculative execution. A computer executes program code when it runs a program. And it's trying to give you a speed up by running a program ahead of where you are. So that way, when you get to a certain point in the program, it's already run it and it doesn't need to make you wait. Mm-hmm. This results in huge speed ups for the computer. The problem is that people have figured out how to use this speculative execution to see memory, see what's going on in the computer in protected parts of this computer memory that is reserved for exclusively the operating system. So when there's security features implemented so that way secrets, for example, the cryptography that keeps your online transactions safe, or secrets related to making sure that viruses don't affect your computer, that your web browser stays secure. People have figured out ways to get normal programs to be able to peek into the secure memory on the computer using this speculative execution.
So what's the fix? How do we protect ourselves?
Well, the fix is generally right now, this is a problem because when switching between programs, traditionally operating systems have kept the secure side, the kernel side, stable and just switched out the program code. And now in this case, the fix is just whenever the OS switches between programs, just replacing everything. So programs that do a lot of very intensive work with the hardware of the computer are going to be affected the most. So for example, big databases or things that require heavy network access.
Mhm.
And also older computers, so roughly around 2011, lack some additional features that are being used to help mitigate this. Newer computers since 2011 have a feature called a PCID that everybody's these days making use to try and mitigate the cost for this fix. But older computers weaken like massive slowdowns. And this realistically is a bug that will stick around until the computers are gotten rid of and replaced.
All right. Well, in terms of SpiderOak, for users of SpiderOak, what do they need to do, or how does this affect SpiderOak as a company and our ability to protect our users' data?
Well, let's start by how this affects basically everyone who uses cloud computing. SpiderOak, we have our own data centers, but imagine we were using normal cloud computing through Amazon Web Services. Somebody could log into create a virtual machine in AWS, get it on the same virtual machine host as SpiderOak, and exploit this bug to try and see memory on the SpiderOak side of things, which is pretty bad.
Yeah.
However, we A, don't have shared data centers, and B, our encryption means that no matter what access a attacker gets on SpiderOak servers, they can't see your data, whether it's using semaphore or one. The danger, however, is now there's notes that this may be exploitable through JavaScript in your web browser, and that may be a problem because then somebody may be able to have a web page that reads your private SpiderOak account information on your PC as you're using semaphore, and that's really the issue that you should be concerned about with SpiderOak. And the only mitigation we recommend there is to upgrade your operating system as soon as possible. If you've been waiting out to upgrade to Mac OS 10.13 High Sierra, now is the time. Latest Windows 10, latest patches to Linux should be coming out shortly. Also, this does affect smartphones, so keep your updates going for iOS and Android.
And it goes without saying, but this isn't just something you should do because of SpiderOak. Every kind of cloud service is affected by this.
Every cloud service, every application, every computer. This is basically a categorical issue that affects everybody everywhere doing everything.
All right. So make time to upgrade. This is really important.
Make time to upgrade.
All right. Thanks so much, Matt. We appreciate the update. And if there's any other breaking news about this or any updates we can provide, we'll be sure to do another video together. All right. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate your time. Have a good day.
Have a good one.